Hey, what's up everybody? Axel here again, here with another comic story. Now, before I show my comic book to you, I just want you to know, have any of you ever seen this show called Criminal Minds? Well, it's about a show where a group of FBI agents detect and arrest every bad guy that they arrest. But here's the thing, in their shows, they never arrested a criminal that had superpowers. So that's why I created my story called The Minecraft Warrior Boys, The End of Criminal Minds. Let's begin. Previously in the world of Minecraft. Alright boys, let's go pay our little FBI friends a visit. At the police station where the FBI agents live, Detective Hotch announced to his team, 6 weeks ago there was an explosion that happened at a prison place. Then all the security guards were dead and the unsubs that we arrested have escaped. Then Detectives Reed and Morgan said to him, yeah, and there are absolutely no clues or evidence to know how it all happened. And we have no video because all the cameras were destroyed. Then Detectives Rossi and Simon said to them, do you all think that someone might have broken the criminals out of prison? Yeah, that might be true. Until Detective Alvis came in. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Detective Reed said to him, what do you have there, Alvis? Then Detective Alvis said, it's a delivery package that was sent to us. Detective Morgan asked, does it say who it's from? But Detective Alvis said, no, it doesn't say who it's from. Then Detective Simon said, what's inside it? Detective Alvis wasn't sure. I don't know, that's why I wanted to show you guys. So he opens the box, and inside was only a can. Derek Morgan said, it's just a can? Then Rossi said, why would there be a can in a box? But Dr. Spencer Reed said, that can looks so familiar, until the can opened itself and a lot of smoke came out. Agent Hotchner said out loud, knockout gas, don't breathe it in. But then Detectives Reed and Morgan said to him, oh no, I'm breathing it. Me too. Detective Rossi and Simon said to them, the smoke is too strong. I can't breathe. When all the agents were knocked out, Agent Hotch was on the ground and found a gun. He started crawling to the gun, and when he was about to reach for it, someone else already grabbed it first. When Agent Hotch looked up, it was a boy wearing a mask, and the boy said, haha, you almost made it to your little toy gun. And Agent Hotch closed his eyes and fell asleep. While he was waking up, he started to open his eyes until both of his hands were tied up with duct tape and rope, and so were both of his legs. When he looked, he and all of his friends were tied up in chairs. Look up here. He said, guys, wake up, guys. Until he heard someone say, I don't think your friends can hear you. And he met a boy that said to him, hi, did you enjoy your relaxing nap, Agent Egg Hatcher? Ha ha ha. Hotch says to him, who are you? The boy answered, you can call me the King of Blue Stars. Then Hotch said, all right, listen, I don't even know who you are, so could you please untie me and my friends this instant? But the king said, oh, so you could arrest me and lock me up in jail? Ha ha, no, that's never gonna happen. Hotch said to him, well, what do you want from us? The king said, what do I want from you, you ask? Well, I'll tell you what I want. The king walks up closer to Hotch and raises his hands. The king said, I want what's inside your head. Then he touches Hotch's head, and the king's powers shine. The king said to Hotch, let's wake up the rest of your friends so we can get this over with, shall we? Then he goes behind the other agents and he bangs on their chairs to wake them up. Wake up, nap time's over. And he wakes up the last two. Get up, all of you. Until Derek Morgan said, hey, don't you dare touch my friends again. The king said to Derek, don't worry, Agent Derek. You know what they say, revenge never takes prisoners. But then Rossi said, what do you mean by revenge? We never did anything to you. The king starts explaining to all of them, well, yes, Agent Rosie Man, but it's not what I want. It's what my friends want. Then on the king's right, there were 3 boys wearing masks that started coming out. And on the king's left, other 3 boys wearing masks started coming out too. The king said to the FBI agents to listen up. Now listen up, you're all our prisoners and we're the ones in charge now. So we're going to ask you questions and you all better answer them correctly. But then Reed said to him, what makes you think we'll answer anything you say to us? And the king said to them, because, Agent, read a book, my friends have a little surprise for all of you. So then all of the boys took off their masks, and it was the unsubs. Take a look. Agent Simon said, it's the unsubs that we arrested. Then Agent Hodge figured out something. So you were the one who did all of this. But the king interrupted Hodge and finished his sentence for him. Correct, Agent Egg Hatcher. I was the one who caused the explosion at the prison. I killed all the security guards and freed my friends so they can have their revenge. Agent Reed said, you'll never get away with this. And Agent Morgan said, yeah, so untie us this instant. The king says to them, oh, so this is how you all interrogate with all your unsubs, huh? No wonder why your friend Gideon was killed and had to die. Agent Morgan said with anger, don't you dare speak about our friend Gideon like that. The king says to him, why? Because he was your best member of your team? Then Agent Hodge explains, he wasn't just our team member, he was our best friend. Agent Alvis had a question, what are you going to do to us? And the king answers to all of them in a sentence, what am I going to do with all of you? Well, I was thinking of killing you all, but before we get to that, I'm going to ask you all just one important question that better be true. But first, I want to know all the bad things you all did to my friends. So boys, tell me, all the bad things they did to you. Jeffrey Charles said first, oh, well, I don't know, but saying they have a warrant to arrest a child? Then Danny Murphy said, they make us tell us the truth about the horrible things we did. Next, Puella Romeni said, they also force us to tell our secrets that we hide. Next, Jeremy Sayer said, they always keep on telling us what to do. Then Jacob Wallace said, they don't care about any of our lives. And Tyler Menwarning said, and they don't know who we really are in the inside. The king tells the FBI agents about everything. So all of this is really true. And the only reason why you all were doing all of this wasn't because you didn't care about them. You only did all of this because it's just your jobs. But you know what? I just realized something about all of you. Agent Hodge asked him, what is it? The king says to them, you and your team never arrested an unsub with... And then he summons his powers. Superpowers. Then Agent Reed asked him, I don't believe it. What kind of a boy are you? The king answers to all of them in a sentence, let's just say I'm like a psychopathic boy who's born with psychic powers of darkness, and I'm going to use them to destroy the entire world, and I'm also going to make sure that all of you FBI agents never existed. Agent Rossi said, so that's why you're going to kill us all? And Agent Simon said, you'll never get away with this. The king said to them, well, I'm afraid it's too late for that because you all can't stop us anymore. Then he said to Agent Reed, and you know what, Agent Read a book? You won't be needing these anymore. And he broke his glasses. The king drops them and said, oops, sorry, were those your favorite glasses? Agent Morgan said, hey, leave him alone. But the king said, shut up, and he punched him. So then the king tells them, so, any last words? And Agent Hodge answers to him, yes, but mark my words because I believe that someone will stop you. But the king says to everyone in a sentence, oh, well, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen because whoever does try to stop me is going to have to face a big punishment in their entire lives. Oh, and one more thing, FBI now stands for Farty But Idiots because that's what you all look like to me. All right, boys, take them all down. And then his friends took out their weapons and started attacking the agents. Ah! Like this. Until then, the boys started to exit out of the door. While they were walking out, the boys had blood all over their faces. So did the king. And then he took out a control and pushed a button. And it made the entire police station exploded. Kaboom! Bat Hitter said, and that's the end of our story. Then Drill Spinner said, we finally got our revenge on those FBI agents. Axe Chopper said next, yeah, and we taught them a lesson. Bear Trapper then said, and the lesson we taught them was, Grenade Blower continued, if they mess with one of us, they mess with all of us. And Spiky Puncher said, so what did you boys think? Walter was shocked and said, that story sounded very epic. Brian agreed and said, I'll say it was extremely epic. But then Austin said, so when did your friend the king leave you? But Bat Hitter said, oh, sorry, I forgot about that. Then Joe Spinner said, we went to get food, but when we got back to the bunker, the king was gone. And Axe Chopper said, but then he left us a message. Back at the bunker, the boys found a device on the table. The device had a little note that said, for my friends, put the little chip on the device. So they put the little chip on the device. Then the device turns on, and the king appears and said, hello, my friends. The king starts telling to his friends, if you all are watching this right now, it means I've left and I'm never going to come back. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, but I'm afraid it's now time for me to leave. So I'm saying my last goodbyes to all of you. And you all know something? We've become a great team together. You all have trained very perfectly and used all your weapons correctly. I'm so proud of you boys. You all did a good job for teaching those F.B.I. agents a lesson for ruining all your lives. Well, that's all for now, boys. I will miss you all so much, and don't worry, we will always be best friends forever. Goodbye now. Bear Trapper said, so we listened to everything he said about us. The Grenade Blower said, and we never saw him again. And Spiky Puncher said, but we always remember him in our memories. Austin apologizes to them. We're so sorry that your friend left you all. But Bat Hitter says to him, it's all right. He was a very good friend to us. Then Joe Spinner added, and he was a brave person with those superpowers. But Axe Chopper said, guys, I hate to say this, but I think we should get going. Bear Trapper agreed, yeah, he's right. We better get back now. Then Grenade Blower said to Austin, well, then it was nice meeting you boys. Stay safe, okay? And Spike Puncher added, and good luck on all your adventures together. So then the scavengers climbed on top of a wall in a cliff and left, saying, goodbye. Fiago said, those boys have problems. Hank agreed with him. I agree. But Seth said, we even gave them our swords. Then Matthew asks, what should we do now? Walter answered, we're going to have to move on. Brian says, that's the only thing we can do now. Then Austin announces a speech to his friends. Listen, boys, I know we don't have our swords anymore, but we still have each other. That's all that matters. The fate of the universe is in our hands. We need to stop the evil ghost boy, bring all of our people home, and save the world. Now let's go. And so the boys continue on with their adventures. They walked. And now a little word from Chainster. To be continued. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. And now stay tuned for the next episode. Okay, bye now.